how would you describe your return to Candlemass 7 years ago till today? It seems that the band now gets the recognition you always deserve.
Yeah, actually, I feel pretty privileged in a way to do this, actually. And ever since 2018, for the fall, it seems like that we're just doing better and better each year. So it's been a great time, and I really enjoy it, and I love every single show. So it's yeah, it feels very good for the moment. You know, maybe it's good we're not kids anymore, and we can behave as a group, and but we are all interested in doing a good show every single time. So what can I say? We're having a good time for the moment, and I hope it stays like this for a couple of more years.
Well, your history is very interesting. Returning to the band more than 30 years after the recording of that first record.
Yeah.
How your life has changed since your return to Candlemass?
Yeah, you know, I've been a pretty, what do you say, average man with kids, a lot of kids, and a family. And I've been working full time as a cab driver. I've been working in a school, but I've been into music in one way or another all my life. So wherever we've lived, I've always had a small studio at home where I've been writing music ever since back in the late 70s. So I've been into music all the time, and I've been helping other bands out, writing songs for some bands, and not world famous bands, but some bands in Sweden. And but mostly I've been writing songs actually for myself. So so I wasn't exactly, what do you say, not prepared for doing this. You know, of course I haven't been on the big stages that we do these days, but I was felt pretty good about it all, actually. You know, of course, the very first gig we did in 2018, it all happened pretty quickly. You know, Muppet called me up one day, and we actually went to the studio the very next day and started the recording. And then they told me, Johan, there is a tour within 3 weeks. We just need to finish this album, and then we're out on tour again. So I was pretty, what do you say, pushed for the moment. But we managed to do it. And of course, the very first gig, I was very nervous. You know, it's a lot of lyrics. Lace is not writing his lyrics are pretty long. But I did it anyway. And I felt very good just a couple of minutes into the very first show that we did together. So, and it still feels very good, you know. All the old stuff, there are great songs, and so I really enjoy doing all the old stuff as well. So they're great songs. And you know, we've got such a young audience these days, and for them, these songs, they are new to them, but it's pretty cool to see 18 years old, 20 years old singing along in all the old songs, and they seem to love it. So it's I really enjoy it.
And now you are the singer of Candlemass that lasted the longest without a breakup. You play sporadically with them over the years, but was there a time when there was an offer to return before 2018, or that was not the case?
I've heard so, but that some people think that, but you know, I helped them out with a couple of demos the years in between, but I never saw it as a transfer to be a member again at that point of time. You know, I had, before Thomas Wikström, I did a couple of demos, but that's why they were looking for another singer. So, but we've done a couple of shows in the years between. So, you know, I don't know if the first one was 2007 or something, and then we did something 2012. And the thing is that we have always been good friends as well. So, but the day came when they called me up again. They were actually about to quit it all, actually, at 2018. Leif wasn't ready to continue, and Mappa said, what about if Johan is ready to help us out this time? And I was. And that's the way it is for the moment, and we're having a good time together, so it's great.
Well, since you returned, you played everywhere, no? USA, Japan, Europe, now you're coming to South America.
Yeah.
Was that a factor to decide to return? The idea of, I deserve this, I want to see the world?
No, not at all, actually. If I could push a button from Sweden and then just to go on stage in another country, that would be perfect. But that's not the way it is.
Yeah.
No, I knew it's hard work, you know, flying a lot, waiting at the airports and things like that. So, but, you know, it's been a dream of mine for all my life, being a musician and to afford to only do music. You know, I've had regular jobs all my life, and, you know, it's tiring when you're at my age.
Yes.
But fortunately, I've been pretty... I can afford to be free from regular works now these days. And I've been for about, I don't know, a year or a half or 2 years or something. And I really enjoy it. You know, you can do music every single day if you want to. So that's perfect.
Well, you're the perfect example of the history of it's never too late. You know, you are living a dream. And you're
yeah. But I do realize that I'm not 20 years old anymore. So I want to do this as long as it's possible. So why? Because I love it. And I'm not having a problem at all with the traveling and things like that. It's worth the moments you have when you're on stage. So it's a privilege in the way I see it. So... yeah, I love it.
Well, now the Epicos record is considered a classic now.
Yeah.
I know at the time the band asked you to sing on it, but at the time, did you like it? Do you enjoy the recording? Has your opinion changed of the album during the years?
Yeah, you know, I realized that you can do a lot of cool vocals. I realized that I could play around like a metal singer in one way, you know, screaming, and so it was a cool thing to do when you're a singer, of course. That I realized pretty much in the beginning, but you know, it was I had never heard anything like it before. You know, it was pretty different from what every other band played at the time. So to be honest, I don't know if I understood it all in the very beginning, but I enjoyed doing it and singing the songs. You know, I don't know exactly. I was 22, 23 years old at that time. So I just remember that I had a great time doing it also. But there were other people. I didn't know that, but the other guys in the band, they have told me that some people were even laughing about the type of music Candlemass was actually. But or took a couple of years, but then people realized that Leif has written a couple of masterpieces. And yeah, now we're here. The kids are singing Epicus songs and they know the lyrics, and it's cool.
And of course, you are playing songs from records you didn't sing on. What's your relationship with different periods of the band?
Actually, to me, as a singer, you know, Leif has written so many great songs. And you know, it's easy to pick other songs than Epicus. There are more great songs, and that's the way that we do it. We pick the songs that we think are great. It's as simple as that. And you know, actually, I can tell you that I wouldn't be able to do songs that I don't like. I have to like the songs that I'm doing, you know, to be honest to myself and the audience. So if I think a song sucks, I wouldn't sing it. But that's not a problem. There are so many great songs to pick from.
And also your voice is in great shape. How do you take care of it?
Actually, I'm the old school. I don't take care of it at all. I just sing.
Natural, you know.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Maybe in a way, because I haven't done any lessons or anything like that. But I realize, and actually, our sound guy, the guy doing the sounds on our shows, he told me actually at the very first gig, Johan, you know that the one who has to stay in good shape all the time, that's the singer. So do not drink too much alcohol and stuff like that. You know, if you party every single night, then your vocals will be gone. So I try to behave, and I take it easy. No big party nights or something like that.
And now you have the Castle record now. What do you like to do there musically and vocally different what you do in Candlemass?
Yeah, you talked about my solo album. Yeah, okay, cool. No, it's just that those songs are mine that I've written. So, you know, I actually was pretty sick 2 years ago. We did shows and things like that anyway, but I have some troubles with my lungs. And then I realized that if I want to do some of my own music too, maybe it's time to do it right now, and before it's too late. I'm okay. So you know, I've been to the doctor, and they're keeping an eye on something on my lungs. I've got a small spot on one of my lungs, so I'm going to X-rays continuously on a regular basis to see so it doesn't grow. But I feel pretty okay, actually. I had I was actually coughing like hell for, I don't know, 4 or 5 months. That's when I went to the doctor, and this is something wrong. But I managed to do the shows anyway, so fortunately I did it. But I'm under control and I feel good, so it's not a problem. But, you know, I'm 62 years old, and to do a solo album when you're 70, maybe that's a bit late. So I wanted to do it before. I still can sing okay. So, and I'm pretty proud of that one. I think it's
great,
cool album. And what I'm most proud of is that me and the guitar player Eric, we did it all by ourselves. You know, we haven't got any contract with a company or something like that. We did it all by ourselves. I did the cover, I did everything, started a record company on my own and everything. So we may be the smallest record company in Europe, but still we are. And that's the thing that I'm most. Of course, we could have done it better, but we really like the way it sounds, and we did our very best. And the next time, if we earn some money from it, we haven't earned a single penny yet, then maybe we can have a professional do some of the work that we did ourselves. So, but yeah, that's the way it is, and there will be more. Yeah.
But I know Liv is the main songwriter in Candlemass, but
yeah.
A future where you can put your thing on the band, or?
No, I think it should be that way. You know, Leif writes in his way and gives it the Candlemass touch. And of course, I'm a bit, you know, you can't do doom metal that I've done for 7 years now. Of course, it's you get what do you say? I've got it inside of me, and someone told me that even your solo stuff has got some doom in it, and maybe it has. I don't know, but it comes naturally, you know. But Leif is the main writer in Candlemass, and when he stops writing music, that's the end of Candlemass. I can't do songs the way that he does. He is the main man for sure. But I'm pretty sure that he will write some more songs in the future. So I think he's still alive and having a good time. So fortunately, I think pretty sure that there's going to be more albums, or at least one album. I don't know exactly, but I know that he wants to write music still.
Well, I was going to ask you because on the Kickstarter page of the documentary you're making, it says that you will be recording an album in a few months, and maybe will be the last Candlemass albums. Do you see it that way? How do you feel about it?
No, I can only speak for myself. You know, I'm having such a great time being a member of Candlemass, and I can do it as long as the other guys are ready to continue. And my own stuff, it's a side thing for me. Candlemass is the main thing for me. And of course, if I'm free, you know, we're not a hard touring band. You know, we do a lot of shows every year, but it's not that many. So there is time in between if I want to do something on my own. But I'm pretty sure that we will still be there for a couple of years. I hope so. We're having such a good time. So.
And how was the experience of filming that documentary and revisiting all your career?
You know, I was only a part of it in the beginning, and then, you know, there are 30 years. So I don't know how much it's going to be about me. I guess there's going to be something in the end, but it's a cool thing. And I'm pretty sure that it's going to be a cool movie. Even if you're not a musician, you just a good thing to see about a rock band. So let's hope it all comes together and we all can see it. You know, I have just seen a couple of minutes so far myself, so I don't know how it turns out to be in the end.
Well, the great thing is that Candlemass is not just a legacy band. You know, your latest recording are, to me, some of your best work.
Yeah, I like it too. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Leif's going to write more music.
But you don't think too much about your legacy or how you influence people?
No, of course, I'm happy about it, and I'm very humble, and it feels very good that you've made such an impression on so many young people to start play music themselves. No, I'm just a regular guy, in my opinion. So I'm not hero or a superstar or anything. I'm just a regular guy from Sweden having a good time on stage singing with Candlemass. But of course, I'm proud of it that it has made such a big impression on people. Of course, I am.
Johan, I want to ask you a final question. You know, Candlemass is a band that always waved the Black Sabbath flag during the 80s and the 90s when not a lot of people care. Does it bother you that you were invited to the last, Black Sabbath show a month ago? That back to the beginning thing?
The Birmingham thing you're talking about. Yeah. Actually, we were out on the road at that time, and we actually had an invitation for a guy that was there, but we couldn't manage to go there because I don't know what country we were in at that moment, but I think it was the day before the show, and he called us and, can you get over here? And we're having a show this night, or it was something like that. So we didn't have the chance to go there, but it would have been amazing to see it all. But you can see it all on YouTube now, so it's a cool thing. And Black Sabbath has done a lot of good things for musicians all over the world. So, but they're still in every heart, and you can still listen to the great songs that they've done. So